Hello there! This is an astrological forecast for Libra for the month of June 2010. And this also applies if you have a Libra ascendant. So Librans, boy, this is going to be a month of relationships. In every shape or form, business relationships, intimate relationships, relationships with your family, your peers, whatever it is, relationships are under the spotlight. And for you Librans, relationships are so important to you in your life. And of course you like to keep them nice and smooth and happy and nicey-nicey, and you don't like any changes. But let me tell you, we've got Jupiter-Uranus in your 7th house for much of this month together, and so you are going to experience some awakenings connected with your relationships. For many of you, this is going to bring in new people, some new lovely people coming into your life. But expect them to be a little bit strange, a little bit odd, not the kind of people you normally attract into your life. There are lessons to be learned in these relationships, but they're growing lessons. So more enjoyable type of lessons, but for sure, your relationships are going to change dramatically. All of a sudden, you may find yourself, for those of you in the market for actually meeting somebody with Uranus, Jupiter there, you may just meet somebody and marry them very quickly. Uranus does things quickly. There's a sudden chemistry and a sudden attraction, but be careful, make sure that you really have seen the situation clearly and that you are really marrying somebody that you really love, and that it's sustainable, that you've got enough common interests to sustain a longer term marriage, and that it's not just something that's out of the blue that will suddenly disappear again as quickly as it came in. But certainly more people coming in, more excitement with your relationships, and more changes. More of you being able to see what it is you're doing in your relationships. So there may be sudden changes and unexpected things happening in your relationships, but it could be enjoyable if you allow yourself, Librans, to maybe have some kind of discord or disagreement, to be able to see what somebody else is seeing. And I know you're good at doing that, but to allow yourself to jump into a new place with your relationships. That's what you're being asked to do. And it will feel strange and a bit shaky, and you don't know where you're up to, and it's not very balanced. But try not to worry about that. Try to go with the flow, because this Uranus-Jupiter can bring you some really good fortune and some lovely new relationships coming in. Or your existing relationships being utterly transformed anew. We've got Mercury in your 8th house of finance for the first 9 days of the month. So important if you're going to be signing contracts or doing any deals. Good time to be doing it in the early part of the month for you Librans. Then after that, between about the 10th and the 24th of June, we've got Mercury and the Sun until about the 21st of June in your 9th house. So this is a time for expanding your horizons. Moving beyond which you've done before, going outside of that comfort zone. Yes, I know even Librans tend to get stuck in comfort zones, particularly because they're trying to keep everything so nicey-nicey. But no, this is a time to communicate with people from around the world. We've got Mercury there. So make connections, connect on a bigger scale, really increase your network, go wider and to new horizons that you've not explored before. You may well be really rewarded. As you reach out to these new people from other countries, you may find that they're really keen to be in touch with you too, and something really profitable and exciting can come from these connections. For much of the month, we've got planets in your 10th house, Libra, so you are striving forward with your career. Many of you are not sure where you're going, but the Sun is coming into this house for at least from the 21st of the month. So great time to shine a light on your career path, to maybe find a new direction, or to create some new things with your existing career. Mercury there too, and Venus there, so good time to meet somebody through your career. Somebody who is kind, somebody who is helpful, somebody who really thinks highly of you is sitting there in your career area. Venus and Mars for some of the month in your 11th house, so get out and about, join organisations, be a bit more out there, Libras. I mean, you are for the most part out there, but this is going to be an extremely out there month for the most part. However, energetically, we've got Mars in your 12th house from about the 8th of the month. And this means that you may well feel as though you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And it's not getting noticed much, but you're working and beavering away. Don't worry, this is important. Ground laying, you're planting seeds, and those seeds will come to fruition in time. They just need a little bit of watering. So also you may find yourself suppressing some of your emotions, your anger or frustration. So try and get out and about and do something physical so that you don't feel as though you're holding your energy down and in. Pluto in the 4th, very much changes happening for many of you with your home situation. Lots of change happening, lots of upheaval for many of you, and yes, I know that's not comfortable, but it's an important time because it's getting rid of the old and creating new pathways for you to be really happy with your home family area. That's very important, and there are big changes happening there. With Neptune in your 5th house, this is certainly a time for creativity, for bringing in things that are about your intuition and maybe creating a business from them. So there you have it, Librans. Lots happening this month, but particularly with your relationships. Much change. Thank you to those of you fellow Librans who write in and make nice comments, because of course as Librans we like to be liked. And just to let you know, I've got a special offer on at the moment that for $25 you can ask me one question and I will respond by email in up to 150 words. For those of you that would like a more detailed reading, please take a look at my website. You might want a financial reading or a relationship reading or a directional reading. So I thank you very much for watching my videos, and I wish you a great month. Bye for now.